The crystal chandelier in Mom's formal dining room caught the light just right, making the silverware sparkle like accusations. We were all there, 8 of us crammed around that massive oak table she'd inherited from Grandma. The one that always felt too big for our shrinking family bonds. The air was thick with the scent of her famous pot roast, but nobody was eating much. Mom's hand shook as she lifted her wine glass, a tiny splash hitting the lace tablecloth. I recognized that tremor. It had been there the day she announced her engagement to stepdad Carl, and every blow-up since. Carl cleared his throat, his knuckles white against the wood. "Emily, we need to talk about your brother." There it was, the real agenda behind this family dinner. My fork paused midair. "What about Jake?" I kept my tone even, but my gut twisted like it had been punched. Carl leaned in, his voice sharp as a lawyer's closing argument. "If you won't help him, you're out. No more family holidays. No inheritance. Nothing." The words hung there, heavy as the grandfather clock's ticks echoing in the silence. Mom choked back a sob. Aunt Louise fidgeted with her napkin, and Cousin Mia stared at her untouched plate like it held the secrets to the universe. This wasn't a discussion, it was a setup. A coordinated strike. "He's your blood," Mom whispered, her eyes pleading. "We stick together." I thought of my coffee shop downtown, the one I'd poured my soul into for 6 years, endless double shifts, skipped meals to make rent, turning a rundown corner spot into a thriving hub. Aunt Louise's disapproval stung worst. She'd been the one quizzing me on business plans back when I got my license. Carl pressed on. "Cut ties until you fix this." Mia wouldn't meet my gaze. Just last spring, she'd crashed at my place after her breakup, crying over takeout. Now, radio silence. My mind flashed back to Monday evening, the aroma of fresh ground beans as I wiped down the espresso machine. The bell jingled, and in walked Jake. All charm and designer jeans that screamed money he didn't earn. "Hey, he grinned, that grin that always meant trouble. He admired the new pastry case. "This place is killing it." I kept polishing. "What's up?" He leaned on the counter. "Need 20K. Quick loan till my app launches. 2 months. Max." Same old song, the failed podcast, the dropshipping flop, the sure thing stock tips. "I care about you," I said, looking him dead on. "But no more bailouts." His face hardened. "That's harsh, sis. Real harsh." Mom's call hit at 11 p.m. "How could you turn him away? He's sinking." By Tuesday, 2 loyal customers bailed on their weekly orders. Whispers in our tight-knit suburb, "Emily's loaded but lets her brother drown. Emily's forgotten her roots." The clock chimed, snapping me back. 8 pairs of eyes on me, waiting for surrender. I folded my napkin, stood tall. If family means extortion, I choose me. Mom's glass clattered. "Emily." I grabbed my coat. "Real love doesn't demand you destroy yourself." The door clicked shut behind me, the cool night air a bomb. My hands shook on the steering wheel, but clarity washed over me like rain. They'd drawn the line. I'd crossed it to freedom. 2 days later, at the shop, my booking app pinged, another no-show. 4th that morning. The note, "Can't support someone who abandons kin." My phone buzzed, a long-time supplier pulling out. 3 years of custom blends. Poof. I ducked into the storage room, surrounded by sacks of Arabica, and let one tear fall. Just one. Then I straightened up, adjusted my apron. Mr. Ramirez was due for his court-due in 10. Focus on the keepers, I told myself. The day blurred. Steaming milk, friendly chats, steady hands despite the storm inside. I wouldn't let this poison my haven. At 2 p.m., I drove to MS. Harper's law firm. The waiting room smelled of old books and fresh coffee. I slid over my financials and old loan docs. You sure? She asked, her voice kind but firm. Family's tricky. Dead sure, I replied, stronger than I felt. We drafted the notice. No more financial ties.
Clear as day.
An hour out, notarized papers in hand, I mailed copies to everyone certified. No deniability. Sunset hit as I parked behind the shop. A shadow by the back door. Mia. We gotta talk. Inside. Under the fluorescent hum. She looked wrecked, dark circles, shaky hands. From her bag. Rumpled papers. Found this in Jake's trunk while helping him pack. A loan app with my shop's name. My signature faked in his sloppy scrawl. He wanted me to notarize it. Said you were swamped. The betrayal burned. My own brother. Plotting to tank my dream. There's worse, Mia whispered. I think he's pulled this before. We hugged awkwardly. Her apology hung heavy. That night, I cooked pasta, texted my buddy Lisa for brunch, and crashed. Tomorrow would test me. Next morning, Lisa and I met at the diner. She's my rock since college. Now a finance whiz. Over pancakes. She scanned Mom's accounts on her tablet. 28 grand gone in 7 months. My fork dropped. Show me. Line by line. Drips of cash. Sneaky small to dodge flags. Then text Jake sent some contact in Vegas. Emily's a pushover. That cafe's mine soon. Mom's nest eggs my starter. Fury boiled. This stopped now. Weeks blurred into a haze of digging. Bank records. Emails. Apps. Each find stacked like evidence in a trial. Walling off my past self from the illusions of loyalty. One rainy Thursday, I laid it all out on my kitchen table after closing the shop. Folders labeled neatly. Withdrawals. Forgeries. Texts. The phone rang, landline. Family only. I answered on the third. Mom. Emily. Please. Dinner Sunday. Everyone. Including Jake. Silence. Then a week, okay. I hung up, rearranging docs. They'd never see my counterstrike coming. Saturday evening. Garlic bread baked golden. Filling my apartment with warmth that felt mocking. I set the table with care. Each place Matt hiding a folder with their name. Wall clock, 5:50. 10 minutes. Photos on my shelves mocked me. Mom and Carl's vows. Jake's college grad, paid by who? My shop's launch with Jake's arm around me. His grin now sinister. Doorbell at 6 sharp. Mom first. Pie dish trembling. Smells great. Sweetie. Her voice cracked. Aunt Louise with wine. Eyes averted.
Mia.
Resolute. Carl claimed the head seat. Deflated. Mom fiddled endlessly with utensils. Aunt Louise broke the quiet. Lovely setup.
Eminência.
Door at 6:18. Jake. Breezy in a leather jacket. Traffic sucked. Kisses. Backslaps his ease grated. I served. Watched them eat. Bided time. Dessert coffee steamed. Before we wrap, I said calmly, opening my folder. Past copies, statements.
6.
Faces paled. Mom. Know about your IRA tweaks. She blanched. What tweaks? I slid proof. Her gasp echoed. 28K vanished in drips. Jake chuckled nervously. Drama queen.
Eminência.
Not criminal. Mia stood. It is. More papers from her purse. Your car had these. Forged loans on her shop. Aunt Louise bolted up. You what? Front door opened unannounced. Lisa with ledgers. Yes. Harper trailing. All business. Jake's charm fractured. Overreacting. Lisa advanced. Fraud's fraud. I read his text aloud. Cafe mine in months. Mom's fund my backup. Mom's mug shook. Carl stared down. Aunt Louise fumed. Yes. Harper distributed finals. Severance docs. No access. No claims. Jake rose. Ugly now. Cold bitch. After all we've done. I'm fireproofing, I said. Mia flanked me. Lisa squeezed my arm. Yes. Harper loomed. Truth sprawled undeniable. Power flipped. The quake passed. I stood firm. Chairs scraped. Footsteps faded. Door shut. Quiet descended. Lisa, proud. Mia gathered papers. Yes. Harper, smart move. Garlic lingered. But peace bloomed, truth's harvest. Allies earned. Monday. Cancellations piled like fallen leaves. Yes. Walters. Every Wednesday latte. The Thompson twins' muffin runs. Even Mr. Ellis. Swearing my bruise eased his migraines. Sun slanted empty through windows. I traced blank calendar spots. Heart heavy. Bell jingled. Hi. I'm Rachel. Gray-streaked hair. Hesitant. Lisa at the bank recommended you. Two friends peeked behind. Lisa. My unsung hero. Welcome to Brewhaven. Relief surged. Slots open today. They glanced. Rachel forward. Heard your family mess. Lisa said you stood firm. That's who I want my coffee from. Throat tight. I poured waters. By close. 3 new regulars booked. Wins. Tiny but real. Rumors flipped a week on. Jake fled to Texas. Per Mia's text, some VR startup with eco-twist. Details fuzzy. Irrelevant. Mom's VM stacked. He's kin.
Eminência.
Fix it. Ignored like junk mail. Mia called Friday. Livid. He drained grandma's too. Pressing charges. Another route rotted. Plain envelope slipped under door. Carl's script. Missed the signs. Sorry. Too late. No sender. Whisper softened. Grocery clerk ends. Patel nodded instead of snubbing. Tough on your bro. You did right. Diner next door comped burgers. Entrepreneurs unite, mister. Lee grinned. Some bonds chosen. Loyals returned like migrating birds. Rushed judgment. MS. Walters admitted over foam. My cousin pulled similar. Knows love too. Hands hid shakes. Thanks for returning. Thanks for spine lessons. Sunday. Family pics tumbled. Mom beaming at my barista cert. Aunt Louise at my first drive-through lesson. Jake and me at the county fair. Ice cream smeared. Walls scarred pale. Lisa arrived with subs and resolve. Redecorating time. Bags thumped. Mia with wine. Prince. Chamber event snaps. Your award win. As dusk fell. New hangs. Shop ribbon cut. Lisa and me at networking lunch. Mia's kid at my holiday tasting. Joy pure. No strings. To boundaries, Lisa toasted amid empty wrappers. Smiles stretched, unfamiliar but right. Chosen crew. Weeks morphed the shop subtly. Fresh roast shelved. Vetted. Dream roaster arrived. Chrome gleaming. Adjacent unit leased fall. Steadying sealed it. Expansion deliberate. No rushes. Dual sign. Brew Haven Integrity Brewed.
DR.
Ellis leaned back. Boundaries feel? Dust swirled in sunbeams.
Lighter, I said.
Dropped unseen load. Notes scribbled. Holidays near. Family? Truth with friends. Words flowed guilt-free. Calendar gleamed. December packed. Orders. Shipments. Spring pop-up plans. No force feasts. No emergency drops. Time eased like fog lifting. Shop hummed steady. No voids.
6 months on.
Waitlist hit 2 weeks. Ledger names solid. No blanks. Fingers grazed cover. Recalling sparse days. Sun-warmed restored floors. Mine fully. Lisa texted. Record month. Grin escaped. Doubled income. Brick by brick. No cheats. No kin invests. Mail clattered. Amid bills.
Texas stamp.
No return. Jake's hand. Casual fake.
Steady.
I slid it. Scent. Cheap aftershave masking desperation. Dear M. Sitcom suite. Pages of rock bottom. Enlightenment. Fuzzy regrets. Fresh start. Alarms. Prime chance. Seed funds. Fan backing. No restitution nods. Bell. Mom in doorway.
Per script.
Grayer. Hopeful. He's changed.
Iminência.
Sense it. Seated her. Photos spilled. Beach forts. Jake's grad.
Christmas cards.
Remember your bond? Saw truths. His hollow grins. My early guards. Got his mail. God's in him now, she fidgeted. Life coach gig. Spiritual biz revamp. Guts sank. Scheme reboot. Twilight. Letter open. Wanted belief. Reformed bro. Easy reunions.
But no.
Lisa texted. Believe actions. Mia. Zero payback to Gran. Bones new. Words cheap sans deeds therapy. Jobs. Amends. Cream stationery out. Pen firm. Zach. Glad for growth. But men's need axe. Repay all. Mom's IRA.
Mia's.
Licensed therapy. Public own up. Real work proof. Boundaries till then, not punish.
Protect.
Best. Emily.
Sent.
Days later. Mom back. Eyes swollen. Phone thrust. Crowd fun site. Jake beaming. Sis's Cafe inspired my wellness app. Family pics. Shop shots stolen. Wonderful build. He won't shift, I said soft. Hand held. She crumbled. Tide turned, drown or adapt. Report it, I urged. She squeezed. Nodded.
Outside.
Yes. Walters passed timely. Sun-bathed floors. Slots filled trust-based. Some spans stay burned, wisely. A year zipped. Ribbon cut crisp under blades. Curling red to asphalt. Cheers from lot crowd. Mia grinned. Badge shiny, my new manager. Welcome. Expanded brew haven. Voice strong, your prior. It'd waver. Lisa hooped front. Yes. Harper teary. Denied later. Earned kin. Trust forged. Inside. Marble counters over old tile. Jazz soft from speakers. Coffee eucalyptus whiff. 4 news stations off lobby. Testaments to plans layered. Mia prepped mugs. 1st and 20. Paused. Anniversary today?
Nod.
Year since ultimatum. Choice for self. Memory dulled. Fest simple brews. Scones. Real cheers. No agendas. Lisa cornered by snacks. Jake's Cali flop. Pet NFT solar? Snort. Near. Pity distant. His messes elsewhere. Mom text sparse. Garden pics. No guilts. Carl ghosted mutual. Aunt Louise's Oregon letter drawer bound. Someday. Maybe. Mia prepped for day. Thursdays for classes still? Always learn first. Her beam echoed my mentorship launch quarter ago. 5 women. Post-exploitation rebuilds. Tuesdays post-close. Shares. Tips. Last. Karen ditched Sis's scam boutique. Leased her florist. Tears at signing. Therapist. Pain to purpose. Me. Cycle breaker. Belle. 75th birthday gran. Kids gifted package. Let her. Swapped 70s diner tales for shoulder rubs. Connections clean. No hooks.
Eve.
Chosen dinner. Lisa's coleslaw. Mia's pie.
S.
Harper's puns. Laughter-free. No tiptoes.
To build fam, Lisa raised.
Warmth seeped. No crisis braces. Just peace. Self-worth choices stacked. Magazine piece drop soon. Reporter shocked at candor on kin cash strains. Taboo dodge. Silence shields abusers. Mail poured. Thanks for no permission. Untangled tales mirroring mine. Shop dimmed. Rooms off. Machines quiet. Routine. Ledger check. Till count. Beanstalk. Phone rang. Once dread. Now neutral. Likely MS. Walter's shift. Stars twinkled as locked. Path clear. Steps to chosen self. Keys chimed. Homeward smile. But peace isn't static. It hums.
Evolves.
Months deep in the groove, clientele loyal. Expansions seamless. One crisp fall morning. An unexpected envelope arrived amid the usual invoices. No stamp this time. Hand-delivered. Mom's careful cursive on the front. I set it aside during the rush. But it nagged like an unfinished pour. After the lunch crowd thinned, Mia handling the counter, I slipped to the back office. The paper was thin, almost fragile, as if it carried the weight of regrets. Inside, no photos or pleas, just a single page. Emily, I've started seeing a counselor. It's helping me see how I enabled things. I miss you, but I understand if space is needed.
Love. Mom.
No demands. No guilts. Progress. Tentative, but real. That evening, over wine with Lisa and Mia, I shared it. Think she's turning? Lisa swirled her glass. Actions over words. Remember? Mia nodded. But it's a start. The conversation shifted to lighter things, Mia's accounting finals, Lisa's promotion, but the letter lingered in my mind like a subtle flavor note in a new blend. I didn't respond right away. Boundaries weren't walls. They were gates I controlled. Winter brought holidays. The first without the old obligations. I hosted a small gathering at the shop. Chosen family. A few ments. Twinkling lights strung across the expanded space. Mulled cider steaming. Laughter echoed off the marble. Stories shared without filters. One mentee, a young baker escaping her dad's family business trap, raised a toast to saying no and meaning it. Glasses clinked. Warmth spread deeper than any forced reunion. Jake's name surfaced occasionally in whispers, another flop. This time in Florida with revolutionary beach tech. Distant pity. No pull. Mom sent a card. Simple, a garden sketch. Thinking of you. I replied with a photo of the shop's holiday display. Baby steps. Spring bloomed with the mentorship growing. 8 women now. Their victories stacking like perfectly pulled shots. One opened her boutique. Another filed for divorce from a draining spouse. Their strength mirrored mine. Amplified. The magazine piece went viral locally, leading to a podcast invite. I spoke plainly. Family love shouldn't cost your future. Calls flooded, more stories, more connections. One Saturday, as I prepped for a busy shift, the bell jingled early. Mom stood there, hesitant in the doorway, a small plant in hand. For the shop, she said softly. No entourage. No agenda. We sat at a corner table. Coffee between us. I'm sorry, she began. Voice steady for once. For pushing. For not seeing. Tears welled. But she held them. Counselors helping.
Jake.
He's in rehab now.
Real one. Not my doing this time.
I listened. Guard up, but door cracked. I'm glad, I said honestly. For you both. No promises, but a bridge sketched in pencil. Erasable if needed. As she left, hugging briefly, the sun hit the floors golden. Mia arched a brow. Okay. Yeah, I smiled. Boundaries hold. The day flowed, brews poured. Chats lingered. Peace uninterrupted. Some scars fade, others remind. But forward, always forward. Brewing a life on my terms. What if choosing yourself isn't selfish, but the kindest act for everyone? The question lingers, like the last sip of a perfect cup, inviting reflection long after it's gone.